So today I want to show you what I eat in a day to lose weight, and I'm not only going to show you what I eat, but I also want to give you some tips on how to lose weight, or what I like to do if I want to lose some weight. How do we even lose weight? Well, we need to be in a calorie deficit. There are calorie calculators on the internet where you can put in your height and your weight, I think your age, and then they calculate the calories that you need to maintain, which means you're not gaining any weight and you're not losing any weight. So what I like to do is, let's say I have 1,800 calories maintenance, and then I go 100 or maximum 200 calories underneath that, which is enough to lose weight. You don't need to go, I don't know how far down, because the thing is that if you're going to lose weight very fast, you're also gonna gain it back very fast, and sometimes even more than what you weighed before you lost any weight. Also, if you're eating that low calories, you won't have any energy to work out, go through your day, whatever it is, because food is energy. If you're not giving your body enough food, you will notice that you're not only getting tired, but also probably very irritated. Also, something you can do is go for your weekly calories rather than your daily calories, which means you can eat a little bit less during the week and then a little bit more during the weekend, if that helps you to balance it out. You can also lose weight by doing more exercise and by moving more. You don't always necessarily need to eat less. I think the best is a combination of both. Move your body and try to make sure that you're eating healthy and in a small calorie deficit. You can maybe add a day at the gym to your workout schedule, or what I personally like to do is just trying to increase my steps a little bit, trying to be a little bit more active during the day, or do some cardio at the gym. Maybe. Probably not. I always say I do it, but I never do it. So yeah, but I try to increase my steps. I go on walks, I walk my dog, and that's the best I pretty much do. You can also increase your reps and do more supersets so that you have a higher heart rate at the gym. Drinking a lot of water is very, very important, because sometimes we feel like we're hungry, but we're actually not hungry, we're just thirsty. So drink your water. Coffee and tea are great for suppressing a little bit of hunger, like in between meals when you might feel a little bit hungry. And what I also like to do, which is not the healthiest, but I'm still gonna say it, I like Coke Zero. I love having Coke Zero in the afternoon when I need a little bit of energy and something sweet, and I don't know. We need to make some breakfast because I want to go to the gym. I have a leg day today. So what I always make for breakfast is oats, because I love oats, and unfortunately I cannot eat eggs. So oats for me is the best option. It's quick, it's healthy, and it keeps me full. Today we're making chocolate oats with, it's not peaches, it's nectarines. I have nectarines at home. To put peanut butter into my oats, but be careful with foods like peanut butter. Not that you have to cut it out at all. Peanut butter, avocados, hummus, and things like that, they tend to have a lot of calories. So if you put a lot of peanut butter or hummus or whatever, you can easily be out of your calorie deficit. So I personally like to weigh my peanut butter. Also, sometimes when you buy something at the store, you know, there are yogurts that are very high in calories where you wouldn't think of it because it's just a yogurt with fruit, but then I put other stuff inside, or dried fruits, they're very high in calories. Make sure that you're aware, because it sucks if you're eating healthy all the time and you think you're in a calorie deficit, and then you eat things like this because you're not aware maybe that they have a lot of calories actually. For my supplements, I have protein powder. This is from ESN. I also like to use Women's Best. I just realized I left my lid from my shaker at my boyfriend's place, and I'm not gonna be there all week, and this is so simple, but I wanna cry. Okay, fortunately enough, I also have this shaker here from Women's Best, so I'm just gonna take this one for my protein powder, because I really need my protein powder after the gym, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy probably. Then I also have, totally not necessary, I would say all supplements are not necessary. Protein powder, I personally think, is my favorite. You make sure that you're getting in enough protein. If you're losing weight, you should be having a lot of protein, because protein helps you not only make you full, feeling full for longer. Because your body is so busy digesting the protein, it also helps you lose weight and burn calories. But it's always best to get in your protein from your natural foods, obviously, than the protein powder, but it just, you know, adds a little bit of extra protein throughout your day. Pre-workout and BCAAs. Honestly, this is my last BCAA, and after that I think I'm just gonna stop because I don't want to repurchase it, because I don't really notice a difference in what it does for me. Usually I would have my BCAA in this one here, which I'm not gonna have today. And then I have my pre-workout, which is basically just caffeine, and I need my caffeine before my workout because otherwise I cannot do it. I usually have my pre-workout in my car before the gym. I just sip on it and then go inside. Having my post-workout shake. I love the time after the gym when you sit in your car and sipping your shake and just enjoying that you had a workout. I'm back home from grocery shopping and I thought I would quickly show you my groceries because I'm a nosy person, and if someone in a video goes grocery shopping, I want to know what they buy, and I want to know it every time because I know I just did a video with a leg workout and a grocery haul, but I don't know, maybe you're like me and you're interested. If not, just skip that part. I have some strawberries. I love strawberries. I'm obsessed with them. When they're in season, I buy them all the time. They didn't have any last week and I almost cried. This is not dramatic. This is just true strawberry love, okay? I also have some nectarines because I also love them. Some bananas, some lemon. This is just a mixed lettuce, some radish. I have two different hummus. This one is like a natural hummus and this one is with red beets. I love them both. We have some bulgur, popcorn, because you know, you need a snack sometimes. Feta cheese, although if you can read it well, it's not technically feta cheese, but have you seen the feta cheese price? Like if you're in Europe and you know euros, I think the last time I bought feta it was like 2 euros and now it's like 3.40. I looked at the price and was like, hell no. Then we have some chickpeas and some kidney beans. I just like to buy 2 of them and I always have them in stock because you can just cook something random when you need something. Here I have some basil tomato sauce, some red beets, pineapple pieces, some frozen wild caught salmon. This is the cheapest one. It's not the best one. I always get this one. So if you're on a budget, it doesn't taste amazing, but it does the job. Some vinegar. I like to use this for my laundry, especially for my gym clothes, but it's also great to clean and for so many other things. Some soap. What are these called in English? I mean, you can see it. I always buy them at the grocery store. I don't know why. Baking sheets. And then I finally found them. It's like sugar-free syrup. Here I have raspberry lemon. This is peach matakuya, I have no idea. And this one is, yeah, elderflower. But I thought I need some syrups at home because I'm always having Coke Zero in the evening, and you know, Coke Zero is with caffeine. I know they have it without caffeine, but I always go to Aldi and they don't have it without caffeine. They only have the regular Coke Zero, and I'm not driving to a different grocery store for the Coke Zeros. I thought I would switch up my Coke Zero maybe for a syrup in the evening to have something like with a taste, or maybe sometimes also in the afternoon. I love water, I drink water all the time, but I came to a phase in my life where I'm realizing I like to sometimes have a taste to my water or to something that I drink. It doesn't always have to be water, because for the longest time I was always like, I just need water and coffee and I'm happy. No, I want a little bit more. I need something different. Before we're making lunch, I want to touch on what I said previously about the foods you need to be cautious of. Things that you're not eating at home can be very tricky. For example, Starbucks or any coffee, because the milk or the sugar, the syrups, the calories really add up. Like some drinks at Starbucks, they have like 300, 400 calories. They're like a whole meal and you don't even realize. And then you are eating super healthy and you're wondering maybe why you're not losing weight. Also with salads, sometimes you might aim rather for a salad when you're somewhere, but sometimes the dressings have even more calories than if you would get anything else. When you're out and about, these things can add up very easily. When I want to lose weight, I personally don't cut out any food because I just do not believe in that. I feel like if you cut out any food, you just crave it more. I personally just eat maybe a little bit less pasta than I usually would. I probably eat pasta all the time, but I try to add a little bit more potatoes, especially sweet potatoes, because they're so filling. And what I also recently discovered is bulgur. I still didn't look up if that's an English word, but it's a great alternative to rice, and they even have it at Aldi, so I think they might have it at your grocery store. That doesn't mean that I cut these things out, because last week I had pasta with avocado and chicken and it was amazing. And also I'm gonna make pasta today. And high volume food, what does that mean? I love having a side salad or a lot of veggies when I'm trying to lose weight, because your plate just looks fuller. Today for lunch I'm actually gonna show you what I mean with that. We're gonna make bulgur with salmon, and then we're gonna make like a huge side salad. I love adding beets to my salads. They're so low in calories and I love them. Lunch is done, and honestly this was so quick to make. I was never able to make my own dressings, and then I learned a very quick dressing that doesn't even take me 5 minutes, and I love to make it, but honestly sometimes I'm too lazy, so today I didn't want to make it, okay? And sometimes also when I'm lazy, what I love to do is put mayo on top on things, or sriracha. By the way, I tracked it. I'm not the biggest fan of tracking calories, but it can be helpful in a calorie deficit, especially if you're new to losing weight. I just think it gets toxic after a while, so I wouldn't do it all the time, but I tracked this one and this has roughly 500 calories. Finally made myself a coffee. I don't know how I survived that long without a coffee. It's finally iced coffee season again, yay! So the last days and weeks, I usually didn't make myself another snack between lunch and dinner. This was probably the hardest change, because usually I eat 5 times a day. But today I'm just so hungry and I don't want to starve myself. And I'm also getting my period, so I decided to make myself a little snack. Apple with cinnamon and a toast with some strawberry jam. I'm still learning to accept that on some days I'm just hungrier than on others. So today's one of these days I feel like I'm passing out, and this is not good. Just a reminder. Okay, cut. Time to make some dinner, and what I want to make today is not a bolognese, because if you've watched any of my what I eat in a day videos, I love bolognese. Bolognese is one of my favorite things to eat, but today I want to make a little bit of a variation and want to make more like a basil pasta. If you've watched any of my other videos with my bolognese, I like to make my bolognese with peas, because I don't know, I like that it gives it a little extra flavor. What I love about bolognese the most is that you can meal prep it in such an easy way. Usually I make a little bit more. I take like a huge pot, is it what is it called? And then I just make a bunch of minced beef with sauce in it, and then everything I don't eat, I just freeze and then take it out whenever I want to eat it. Another great thing for losing weight is meal prepping, or if you don't want to do meal prepping, at least planning your meals, because if you're hungry and you don't have anything at home and you don't know what to eat and you don't know what to cook, you know, you're gonna order something, or you're gonna eat your frozen pizza, or I don't know what it's gonna be. When I'm hungry and I also feel like I don't want to cook today, I'm lazy, I already have a meal prepped in the fridge and there's literally no excuse why I cannot eat my meals. I honestly think I wouldn't be as consistent with my meals if I didn't meal prep, because a lot of times when lunchtime or when dinner time hits, I'm hungry and then I don't want to cook something healthy, you know, I want to have my food ready. Also, I'm making my bolognese, or let's call it bolognese, basil pasta, whatever. With lean minced beef, you can totally use chicken, vegan minced beef, I don't know what it's called, or lentils. There was something really important that I wanted to say and I forgot it. Yeah. Have a grocery list. Don't go to the grocery store hungry. I sometimes do that. I always regret it. Plan in some snacks. Like today, you know, when I'm hungry, have something at home. Have some fruit at home. Have a protein bar at home. Have something that you can snack on. That's what I wanted to say. Oh my gosh, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah. I personally don't buy any chips or ice cream or stuff like that if I know I wanna be in a calorie deficit. I mean, today I bought popcorn, you know, I know I don't make popcorn very often, so I know I have self-control. But if I buy chips, ice cream, some sour gummies, I know I'm gonna eat the entire package, okay? So I'm not buying it, except if I'm having maybe like a movie night on the weekends or something, then we're buying snacks. I have absolutely zero self-control, and I'm just gonna eat it all. I'm gonna eat it all. That's what I wanted to say. Let's make some basil pasta. Sorry for the cooking noises, but secret ingredient, although I don't know if it goes well with this one, but what I always put in my bolognese is a little bit of ketchup. If you've never done it, try it. It's amazing. Dinner is done, finally! I'm so hungry. I put in some frozen basil because my favorite thing about bolognese is that there's not a lot of cutting involved. That's why I also didn't cut any carrots or something. I usually don't do that because I'm lazy. So I also didn't have any fresh basil because I don't want to cut it, to be completely honest, although it tastes better, I know. But I like the frozen one because then I can just throw it in, and yeah. It is time for dessert and the last meal of the day, and usually literally in all of my what I eat in a day videos, I always made Greek yogurt with fruit because this is what I usually eat in the evening because it's high in protein, it's quick to make. Honestly, lately I've been so sick of it. I don't even want to eat it anymore, and I've been eating a little bit more cereal. Last week actually I was craving ice cream like crazy. I came to the conclusion that I always thought I'm not the biggest ice cream fan, but I love myself a McFlurry Oreo. Like, I'm obsessed with it, and I came to the conclusion I just love ice cream so much. So we're gonna make banana ice cream. Roast my banana, putting a little bit of almond milk inside in the hope it's not gonna be too runny again. Put a little bit of agave inside just to sweeten it. I don't know. Okay, I kind of messed it up. I mean, it's not fluid, like fluid, but it's not like ice cream like. The blender didn't really blend. Like, I have a NutriBullet, I thought it can do that, but I don't know, it was just getting stuck. So I added almond milk. I wanted to say I'm gonna sprinkle an Oreo on top, but I don't have any Oreos at home. Now, I would throw in an Oreo because this is like perfect to have Oreo banana ice cream. I literally had like packages and packages of Oreos at home. And then I decided to not buy them anymore so I don't have them for my dessert every day. I literally had an Oreo every day. But turns out, stop buying them. You can still treat yourself. Just because you wanna lose weight doesn't mean you cannot eat anything like an Oreo or a cookie or whatever you're craving. Sometimes I even made myself like a small bowl of nachos, weighed it, and I knew how many calories I was eating, and I was really like, I'm not gonna eat any more than this. Takes a lot of self-discipline, but if you have that, obviously have a little treat because you've been eating healthy all day, so I feel like a little treat is what we all deserve. Also try and enjoy life. Because I feel like when I was losing weight the first time, I was so scared of doing social events and things like that. Don't skip on that. Don't skip on it. Be disciplined, but don't skip on everything, you know? Also, take breaks maybe in between if you feel like you've been dieting for a long time. Maybe you need a little break. Also, maybe you hit a plateau and you're not losing any weight, which I feel like I also had that, and then I was gaining weight, which was the best decision ever because I had so much more energy again. I got my period back. I have a whole video on my weight gaining journey if you want to watch that. Hope you enjoyed the video and that it helped. Please consider subscribing if it did, and if you want to see more videos from me, give the video a like. If you enjoyed it, it would mean a lot to me. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.